Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, I want to give an example as to why people's notifications get lost in my shit. So first and foremost, if you look up here, you'll see that it just goes 20 plus, and this is just going to keep going and going and going, and this can go on forever. So I'm going to lose notifications, and I can turn this off so that I don't get notifications in group, but it makes it harder for me to navigate Facebook. So I just leave this shit on. But anyway, so why does this happen? You'll see over here in the corner, the notifications will keep popping up and popping up. And it's because I love getting into this shit right here. Fuck this dude. He's a horrible debater, and I would destroy him any day. Because he likes to pick on little college kids and shit like that, people with few life experiences who he can easily, shred. With very bad logic. He'll marginalize a debate into left and right, and then try to tell you that either you pick one side or the other or you're wrong, and it's just a very dishonest and horrible way to debate. It's just not something I agree with. But anyway, so if you look, it's, hello group, I've invaded this group's safe place. Okay, these people are very upset that I'm in this group, and they're blowing up my notifications right now. So there are two sides, the side of America and the other side. Which are you on? And then you'll see people are starting to comment, and oh, you sound like Trump, blah, 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 And I'm just, hey, get on board with Team America, join the marches, bind the nation together, stop being a negative Nancy. And this kind of shit just really gets under their skin. They just can't handle it. So why do you allow, and I'll ask questions, I'm not attacking a group or anything like that, I'm just fucking carpet bombing is what I call it. Is because it can really impact anybody who's guilty of the negative behavior, and the people are wrong on both sides. If you're always right, you're fucking wrong. So anyway, why do you allow the media to influence you? Why are you angry at peaceful protesting? So the reason why this statement is great is because there is peaceful protesting happening, and there's rioting, and there's looting, and the distinction needs to be made, and these people need to be these people. And here I go conflating. It's the people in this group who are going to argue this point who need to stop conflating all of those things together, because the protesters are actually stopping the looters and the rioters. So that's the point. And if you see 183 comments, they're going crazy over this shit. It's nuts. I don't know why this is repeating. But then, hey guys, if the GOP had another option, I'd vote for them. But the DNC sucks, and I can't vote for a fascist this time. They don't like this one either. And you can keep going. See, and then every single time they bring up something, it has to be partisan. It has to say that one side is superior to the other. And whenever they do something like this, it's like, actually, this guy's making fun of people who do that. So, and I ask this question, which sides are you devout to, the left or the right? Which side do you worship? So everybody's like, I worship God, I don't worship the left or right. Yeah, okay. Do Black Lives Matter? Legit question. And you get some really fucked up responses, like, hell no. But the thing is that this group is fucking pissed. This is almost, what is it, 8? It was over 7,000 people yesterday. Let's see if people have left. Yeah, 7.1K. And people are angry. And this is quite literally, there's a whole team of us doing this shit. And this is quite literally how hey, I will not watch another professional football game. Snowflakes. That's all you really got to do. And then this is progress. Black women are getting more guns and becoming interested in gun ownership. Yay, 2A. Black people need to be armed right now. I'm sorry. If you're against the Second Amendment at this time right now, you're not paying attention, okay? You need to stop. Stop. We need the 2A right now more than ever. And black women getting a gun is fucking great. This guy here, I actually had a guy enter my inbox for this one, and he said, look, man, I'm overseas and serving, and I can't say who he is because he's serving, and he can't speak to political beliefs publicly. That said, he says, look, I disagree with this Marine using his uniform for this. And I have to go back and forth on it. that's not the military I served, but that's the America I served for. Like when I signed up for the military, all right, I signed up to say, hey, I want a better future, and I want to work for something that is better for America. And I bought into that, okay? So when I came home and I saw that there were more people afraid of each other and fighting with each other and killing each other. I mean, this was like, back in the Columbine days and stuff like that. Like, it killed me. And it's been what, 17 years now since then, less. And, 16 years. And like, it's gotten worse and worse and worse, and we've been devolving. Devolving. We're not progressing anymore. We've hit a stalemate. And it's because we sit here and we fight left and right. We don't communicate, and we don't listen. We don't hear each other. So I've been sitting here for fucking years. I mean, and I've got something to say too, but I spend most of my time observing and watching patterns of behavior on social media. And it's given me a tool now that I'm using. And I'm able to rip people's arguments apart so easily. And our biggest issue right now is that everybody's buying into the linear scale of left and right. Everybody's saying that Democrats are superior to Republicans or vice versa, and it's just not true. We need to start talking about America, and we need to start talking about a single flag that we can all get behind and a single group of people that we can get behind. And that's the way that this stops. That's the way that we find peace. And I'll say this revolution is finally over when we have millions of people walking the streets and it's not 4th of July and we're waving the American flag. That's when it's victory. That's when everything we've done, all of our efforts to tell these ignorant people to stop dividing us, to shut up. I mean, you're free to have your opinion and stuff like that, but you've spoken enough already, all right? Shut up. It's time to listen to the grievances of those who are marginalized at the moment and just shut the fuck up. You're privileged. You have your news stations, and you've been speaking for generations and manipulating us. So those news stations, it's time to ignore them. They're not helpful. They're not adding to progress. It's time to listen to each other, to me, and I need to listen to you, and then we need to shut up and process it, and then reflect. And that's my aim. And my tactics are asshole-like, and I'll sink to their level. I don't give a shit. Because this cancer right here, this needs to be removed from America. This is not the America I want.